just for some reason every time I hear the name, I just think of Tim.
Well, they were good. They were a good ass band before they let everything go.
Kind of like me. I was pretty good until I let myself go.
Hello, I don't like that one. Hello, everybody.
Man, that was a go. My back.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of the Front Row Ruckus podcast show. Of course, not live. We can't get away with what we're trying to do live. They'll censor us.
We're recording from the future.
Yes. My name is Tim, and with me is Leon, of course. Leon, you want to say hi to everybody? See how everybody's okay? You're
gang,
with his mouth full.
gang. It wouldn't be a Front Row Ruckus podcast if I wasn't eating.
If he was not eating. And then, ladies and gentlemen, you heard a different voice. We have a very good guest with us. Very good friend of ours. It is Grady. Grady, say hello to everybody.
Howdy, gentlemen. Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you for responding.
Thank you. Oh, damn. Well, it got dark. It got shady in here.
No one else responds. So, last week, and we can fill Grady in on this too. Last week, Leon and I went through the albums that made us. One of the first episodes we did of the podcast, I think it was the games that made us. And then we went to films that made us. And now we went to music. And near the end of it, I made the discovery that without
off air.
Yeah, no. It was there. It was in the show.
Oh, was there something? Okay.
Yeah, it was in the show. I realized that without VK music, Visual Kai music, this would not be here. None of this would be here. And so that made us think like, okay, well, what are some of the VK bands that got us into everything? And then it was just like, well, you know who would know a lot and who also got me into some of this stuff? Grady.
It's funny. It's funny you said that because whenever I said bye to Scott earlier, I was like, yeah, I'm going to be on a podcast with the guy who got me into Japanese metal music. I was like, it's his fault. Like,
blame him.
Do you remember the story of how we first made that connection?
So I was thinking about it on the way home from work, and you might have to refresh me because it's been years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
And not only has it been a lot of years, it's been a lot of beers. So
true.
Years and beers.
I know that was it my senior year when we were in digital graphics and animation? We had that class together at one point.
Right.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I think I was a sophomore.
Okay.
You might have been a junior.
Well, I was retaking the class because I had enough credits to graduate and I just wanted to blow off stuff. And the teacher kept telling me, you know how to do this, you already took it. And I was like, I've smoked weed since then. Or I came into class high, so I don't remember how to do any of this stuff. Ma'am. But I believe during Gray concert, was it not?
So
Didn't we meet?
Because we were in the same high school, I'm sure we bumped into each other at some point. But I feel like I remember you distinctly coming up to me after that class or something and being like, were you looking at Despair's Ray and Moi de Moi? Or Moi de Moi? And I was like, yeah, like nervously, like it's weird, don't hurt me. Like
no.
I don't want to get bullied for looking at pretty Japanese men. Come on.
Who would? I was okay with it. No, yeah, okay. Yeah.
And then there was plenty of during Gray concert, I started going to Onicon because of it, and
because I think we took the band that we were working with at Onicon to see Darn Gray because they were playing that next night, like Saturday night or something like that. And I think because we were able to go around, and I think you were up front. And I
Do you
think that
remember
was
who that
probably
was?
no, I don't. Was it the Spares Ray?
No, Dispersory never made it over to Onicon, unfortunately. I don't know exactly which group you're talking about, but
She gonna make me go look up on the websites.
I remember the first time I sat in line at an Onicon, it was for 12012, which they're on my list.
I forgot about 12 of 12. Yeah, that was when my brother was with us, and he got completely wrecked.
And it was at the George R. Brown, huge venue, crazy huge venue. And it was so good. It was such a good show. It's just like this is going to be my life for the next 20 years. Like,
yep, 2006 was that show. Oh, yep. Good lord.
2006. Good lord.
2006. So
I didn't know that you guys knew each other in high school.
yeah, long time. Grady's been a great friend. Now, I guess we were talking before the show. It's been years since we've talked, but when we were in the call, to me, it was like if we didn't even skip the time. Like it was just, hey, there's Grady. What up, bro?
I've always had a respect for Tim and fondness for our friendship. Like he's such a cool, like laid back guy. It was always good every year. Looking forward to like going to convention and seeing everybody again.
All right, he's making me add extra zeros to the check I gotta send him for saying all that. Well, so we decided to do the same thing, like we did with the albums that made us. So, Grady gracious enough to reach back out to us after we were like, "Hey, what are you doing next week?" This time, so we came up with some lists of some of the VK bands, Visual K bands that started us down that path. Not only started us down that path, but also this is going to be, depending on who you are when you're watching this or listening to it when it goes up audio style, you may not know about this genre at all.
And it's okay.
And it's completely fine because
it
wasn't until, well, by looking at the Onicon schedule of bands, it wasn't until about 2005 or so till I fucking heard of it. So, that's just how it is. And I guess I was trying today to think of like, how would you say what Visual Kai is? And the only thing I could think of is think Motley Crue, but sassier. And I don't know, I don't know if that's the right way to put it.
It's such a broad umbrella of a genre. It encompasses anything from like kind of popish music with like a little bit of edge to it to like some of the heaviest, sickest, gnarliest stuff you could find. And I feel like the visual part is in the name specifically because it's like this is a visual genre. They tie very directly the art of like what you see with what you hear. Now, that's not great every time. Sometimes you get some stinkers and you're like, okay, this guy sounds like shit. But they're trying, and it's kind of evolved to a certain point to where it's self-referential. You have bands that kind of come up and you're like, oh, this sounds like something you'd hear from like 1997, and it's just perpetually recreating itself. And I think the fact that it is such a broad umbrella of a genre lends to its ability to like get people by the hooks.
I like that. I like that analogy. I really do. If you can even call it,
You said it perfectly.
Yes. Because I was just, when you were saying that, started thinking, even like when the heavy ones, like, so one of the heaviest ones that I've come across lately, because these are probably going to be albums and stuff that we've talked about in the past, is Deluve Deviloof.
Oh yeah. Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
They are super heavy, but you still see the tropes of VK past with how the people look in the group. Like it's still prevalent. It's still a thing,
Yeah.
but it's like you wouldn't think of Deviloof. Is it? Yeah, Deviloof.
Yeah.
How you say it?
Deviloof. You're right. Yeah.
Deviloof. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
you wouldn't necessarily probably think of them as a VK band. They seem more of like a metalcore
Yeah.
type thing, but the roots of it probably still into that. So
I would say so.
hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You got to give the short answers in between spoonfuls.
Yeah. What are
Yeah,
you?
that sounds
what are you
about right.
eating, Leon? What is your food du jour this evening?
Fruit,
Fruit
grapes, kiwi, mango.
and
Pineapple.
what's on it? What'd you
Got
put on
some
it?
tahine chamoy
This
and
is not
tahine.
sponsored, by the way, but Tahine,
Oh.
if you want to sponsor the podcast, that'd be
It's about to
great.
be fucking sponsored by them.
Oh, I love you, Grady. You're coming on from now on. From now on, shit, yeah.
Yeah, do you need a new bed? We can just start talking about Helix mattresses. Let's
Helix
get into it,
mattresses. It comes with it comes to your door. You fucking sleep on it. Bada boom. Fucking done. Well, what do y'all think needs to be? Is anything need to be touched on before we go into some of the lists? I think maybe when we go through the list, we'll go like a 1-1-1. We'll kind of run through it, kind of give some background as much as we can into the groups. You'll probably know more of the background than we do, Grady.
Sometimes it's hard because groups will change names frequently, and there's one that I put on my list specifically for that reason, because even today the vocalist of that group is still in a huge VK band, like kicking ass, taking names, writing awesome songs. So it just goes to show you, like, if you like a group and are willing to like kind of sift through and find ones you like, sometimes there's some real staying power because they'll switch bands, they'll switch into a new stage name entirely to where you're like, who the hell is this? Like,
All right. Well, I'll open up YouTube here. Before that though, am I the only one
Hey.
seeing this? Leon, is that a ceiling tile in your background on the floor there, Leon? What the hell is that?
I
It's
believe
behind
a
it.
cat scratching pad.
That's a
Okay.
cat scratch fever.
It's to keep them off your furniture.
Screw that. My little fluff boys want to scratch. Let them scratch.
We're gonna talk about music.
Let them
real
cook.
quick. Just showed up in the mail today.
All right.
Ooh.
Was that Blackpink?
Yeah, Blackpink in your area.
Oh, really? I didn't know you were.
It's not. It's really not. It's Depeche Mode.
Hey, that's
Ultra.
sick.
The album Ultra. It's all of their singles.
Nice.
That's awesome.
From that album. So they're all on a 12-inch vinyl. You can see.
Very nice. And you saw them recently?
Yeah, I saw them last week. Oh my god, I cried so fucking much. Dude.
I saw them in 2017. An amazing show.
I cried. I'm actually we're thinking about seeing them again later this year.
Ooh.
Wow, they announced performance.
They announced like 20 more tour dates.
Why not? Why not tour while you're still alive? Yeah.
We don't know. We might go to Chicago again. Or New Orleans.
That'd be pretty cool. Because I'm not that far from New Orleans. That'd be kind of cool to like.
I mean, there's there's like a couple in Dallas, I think.
I've never really we talked about it. I've never really listened to Depeche Mode, so it'd be kind of interesting to see. Maybe it would change me. Maybe I'd be like, you know what, this Depeche Mode's okay.
Austin, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, New Orleans, Orlando, Miami, Atlanta, Nashville, Brooklyn, Washington, D.C., Philly, New York, Boston, Cleveland, Ohio, Chicago.
We'll see Depeche Mode up in Boston.
Denver.
Get out of here.
Denver would be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
Salt Lake City, Seattle, Portland, Las Vegas, San Francisco, San Diego.
So fuck going to the website for the tour dates, everybody. Just fucking rewind a little bit.
Yeah.
Pause.
You know.
Let Leon tell you where everybody's going. Shit.
And
just for that, you go first.
On this list? Okay. Do you see my list? I typed it in music.
Typed it in our music chat. Okay.
The music
we don't
chat.
really ever use ever.
So there's there's like a Mountain Dew thing in there that you posted.
Mountain Dew Pitch Black, baby. It came back, bro.
That it? Music, baby.
Music to my ears.
Oh, well, all right. Okay.
Okay, so you want to go with the first one?
Now, did switching to the music thread mess up your camera at all?
No.
Okay, good deal.
No, I haven't popped out.
I'm trying to. Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the first one on the list.
Yeah. I'm trying to pull it up too while looking at this.
Was there any overlap? Did we have any?
Yeah, we had a lot of overlap. I feel like.
Did we? Let's see.
As I was making my list, I kept finding myself going like, "Oh yeah, this band. Oh yeah, I used to listen to them like every day on the bus. Like, oh yeah."
Yeah, I used to remember walking down the school and being all like, "I'm so fucking cool.
I'm so emo. I have my CD player with the burn CD.
The burn CD with the fucking duct tape on it so it doesn't skip around on the I see. Yeah, we did have some overlap.
I thought you had the doll on your.
I did not, which was surprising.
I thought you did. Well, man. So Esoteric Romance is the album name, I do believe.
Okay. What's the song?
Any particular song or single that you?
They're all really, really good. Let's see. Computer is not authorized.
I'm sharing my screen, obviously. So if you want to look at it, Leon, you can see I have the whole Esoteric album pulled up. If you know which song you're looking for.
Well, I'm going to need to listen to.
Oh, you got to listen to it first. All right, maybe Leon doesn't go first. Late getting to the show, not ready for the song.
All right, look, I want to go with.
Ladies and gentlemen, Grady's the new host here because he was on time early, even. So,
how did I get kicked off my own show? Fuck it. Number one is Wu-Tang Clan. That's Visual K, right?
Yeah, just.
All right. Are we actually skipping me, or are we going to Grady?
No, you can go. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Come on.
Oh my god.
Kick this thing off, man.
All right. Just do track number 2.
Maimu,
yeah.
Okay, so full disclosure, I don't think I've ever heard Vidal. So this is going to be a new thing for me as well. So we'll go ahead and play a little bit of it. That is what's playing. Okay. Yeah. So
they were active from the year 2002 to 2011.
Okay.
They had they went major. They disbanded in 2011, whatever. They've been on Cure magazine.
I remember Cure magazine.
I remember a whole crate in the back.
The whole thing of it. I remember the whole reason.
I got a whole bunch back there.
Yeah, the whole reason I think I started doing things with Shion is because I wanted to be a part of Cure magazine at the time. And then that's when he was like, hey, I'm going to do my own thing. And that's when Babel started. So interesting. So why this song, though? Is it just because you forgot which one you actually wanted?
No, it's because I used to listen to them a lot, and this is a pretty good representation, I feel like.
Kind of jazzy.
Of like their later kind of stuff, I guess. I love their bass player. Oh, sorry.
It's very nice bass walking. It's very jazzy sounding on some parts.
Yeah. The bass player for me is what got it. The band in general for me.
Mm-hmm.
They broke up, and then I want to say, did the bass player join Black Jean for the next scene? No, that was the singer. I don't know.
I don't even know that.
No.
That didn't sound
yeah.
too bad.
No, no, Ice is very different voice.
Yeah, so it was a bass player. Yeah, sorry.
That's all good.
The bass player and yeah, he left and he did his own band. That Black Jean was kind of a little bit more heavier.
Okay.
They're kind of more like electronic metal-y type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They were really good too, but for me it was Vidal, and I always wanted his bass.
What did his bass look like?
It was a beautiful, like 5-string white Schecter.
Ooh. You know, a lot of the Japanese guys that played these bands played Schecters. A lot of them did.
That's why I started playing Schecter whenever I did.
Hell, I think even one that's on our list, I think Mana played Schecter, didn't he? Is that what he made when he played?
He plays like a lot of ESP.
ESP?
Mm-hmm.
I know I always wanted to have it. Yeah, it's ESP custom. I just know a lot of people play some Schecters.
Japan Discoveries. Oh man.
Interesting. Okay. I liked it. That's pretty cool. I mean, I'll let you know if I don't like it. But that seemed very.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
like poppy, little jazzy, little anime openishy. You know, maybe not the anime's first run, but maybe like their second season where they change openings. You know, and it's a little bit lighter in the opening. It's not so dark and dreary. You know, a little something like that. I could see that. I don't know. I think I'd have to just press play on them and just let them go for a little bit and just see what happens. Man. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's so cool. It's cool to hear other bands that I've never even heard of, even though I was in this scene for a while. That even I was just like, I don't.
There's so many, and it felt like very underground, so it's really easy to miss.
So
a lot of good stuff. Yeah.
My thing with a lot of the VK bands was sounding too familiar, sounding as the same a lot. So it was usually always here's the working, here's a voice, and then here's a chorus where he sounds like a spooky ghost sometimes, you know. So finding some that didn't really follow that formula, or at the time, because I was into my super satanic death metal stuff, finding things that kind of related to it or, didn't stray too far from it. Incredibly hard to do, not impossible. So Vidal.
That's it, man.
For Leon's first.
They're easily they're easily my top 5 VK bands.
Whoa.
Yep.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Okay.
100%.
All right.
Yeah, they were around for a while, right?
Yeah, I mean, they were one of the ones who actually went major, and they,
fair enough.
They did it. They did it. Then they broke up, and then you know how the story goes.
Happens.
They got a Yoko. Grady, I keep pointing up because I'm looking at my Discord screen, and you're above me in the Discord screen, but you're over here. All right, give us yours, sir, because. Man, when we asked for a list, you gave us a list.
I did. I really was. Well, like I was saying, I was thinking about, stuff I used to listen to, and I was like, oh, yeah, I should put this on here. Oh, yeah. And so it became this like, okay, it's getting kind of lengthy. Let's kind of knock it down. But the first one I put on there was TM Revolution. Who was very much like more J-pop, J-rock than anything, but I feel like he was very Visual K adjacent, specifically because he was very visual and in the same lane as Gact was.
Oh,
so
okay.
You'll see it in the music video.
TM Revolution, they were so good.
Yeah, he rebranded himself recently to where it's just his name, Takanori Nishikawa, and he's still pumping out good stuff. If you put PV after any of these, you'll probably find.
Son of a gun! It's been years since I've had to search for it, Grady. I forgot PV
Type
was
in-
the fucking thing. God,
Also,
They love to do that promotional video.
sub ESP.
sub
You gotta
ES.
get
Oh yeah, subbins. Hey, the
Spanish
Latin
subtitles,
American
dude.
BK fans, they're nuts.
Vas a Brazil.
Oh,
On
Grady,
every video, dude.
trust us, dude. We understand how people from Spain love their stuff. We get torn apart about it.
Spain hates us.
Is that right there? The crystal version?
Yeah, you can go ahead and click on that. That wouldn't be good. Or any one of these, honestly, because they all kind of have the same vibe because they were produced by the same guy.
Okay.
And these are all singles, so it's going to be good. Do either Albiro or Invoke. One of the two at the top.
You know what? Let's go with.
How was that 13 years ago?
I was gonna say
579.
I was gonna say let's go with that one because it says 13 years ago. So why don't we check that out? Good old fashioned auto 240p,
Oh my goodness,
baby!
Oh my goodness,
This hurts.
240p. Take a look at this here.
The pixels were a feature, not a bug.
Yeah.
Back
if you
in the
wanted
day,
HD, you had to buy it.
wow, that's real poppy. But very 90s dance club though. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I had heard the name, but I had never listened to any of it. I just heard I've heard the name.
He's pretty big, yeah.
Okay, I'm taken back to like watching Gundam Wing on Saturday nights.
Gundam so much, dude.
So you're picking up on that because he's done the Gundam music several times. So
That's
good
awesome.
ear, good memory, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, so I'll put you through your paces too. Why TM Revolution?
You know, there used to be a company in the mall. I think it must have been Baybrook Mall that was called Suncoast. And Suncoast had I was getting into Pokemon and anime, and Suncoast had two albums. One was TM Revolution's Vertical Infinity, and the other was Larkenseal's Smile album.
Oh.
And Smile had the opening and some other stuff for Full Metal Alchemist, which was huge at the time.
Ready, steady,
So-
go, or something like that.
Yes, yeah. Good memory. And
Surprised.
so the connections in my brain were like, this is Japanese. I like it because I'm into Japanese stuff. And so I eventually went to the Pasadena Public Library, and guess who had a copy of it? The Pasadena Public Library, of all places. And I got it, and I listened to it, and I was just like, this is so foreign. It's so cool and so well done that like I love it, you know. And it's just it's upbeat, and it was something that I needed at the time, and it just hit me right.
Love it. And for anybody who's skipped around and they're wondering why I'll probably be making a lot of weird faces whenever he brings up locations because yeah, the same school and then also the same exact stomping grounds of going places. So when you said Baybrook Mall, I was just like, oh, like,
Suncoast, yeah.
like that
Suncoast
scene
was-
from Looper where he turns into the old man. It's just like, oh, it's all coming back. Oh god,
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
I think a lot of us might have the same kind of story with a lot of that stuff. And
Yeah.
Yeah, Kansas, right?
Kansas, right? Woo!
Woo!
You're left alone outside in the cold.
I was over
So,
here, left that food for less because my mother didn't want to leave me at home.
so I guess it's
What do you
my
got,
turn.
Tim?
Yes, it's my turn. So for me, I actually have a playlist.
Trader
Oh, good,
Primark,
very good.
the Emperor
I
intervention.
don't have a playlist for me, but so for me, so I talked about it on the previous one, so I'll go into it some more.
Why is that Shrek holding a knife?
Because it's random.
know.
It's a katana and it's Shrek. Um,
Oh, it is a good.
some
Oh,
when I was in high school and I ran into I made friends with a guy named John, not Mojo, different John completely. And then he introduced me to some of his friends, and they liked a lot of BK stuff. So this is gonna be before you, Grady. Um, and one of the girls I fancied, I will not lie. But she showed me this album, and it's by a band called Muck. Very long time ago. And the reason why I have a playlist saved on YouTube is because this one album is the only album I ever really listened to. And I could never find it. Ever. And so the only thing I had to go off of was the cover art and how the first track had ticking clocks. That's
Mhm.
it. For years, that's all I had to go off of. And so when I finally found a playlist, you see all these videos 13 years old. So like
Oh yeah.
when I finally found the playlist, I was like, I'm saving this freaking album. And I'll dabble in a few songs, you can see. I'll dabble in a few songs every now and again. So the main one though is we're gonna butcher these names, by the way.
Yeah.
Deku or Dakuku?
Count Dooku?
Dakuku. Dakuku. And this album, I ain't even gonna let you know. I don't even know what the name of it is. It's in Japanese, yo. But we'll throw it up, and then if people see it, people see it. And like I said before, it was because of all the music that I was into, right? So yeah, we'll throw it up. Press the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button, everybody.
What'd you press?
I pressed the ending button. I'm kidding. Yeah, I started to run the end credits.
No!
But it's all good. It's all good. Press the
That
wrong
was a
button.
great show, guys.
Great show. All right. Anyway, here you go. There's the name. Bada boom. And then there's the album title.
Oh,
So it made sense for me. And like I said, you'll see a lot of it travels down the same path of the heavy metal music that I was listening to at the time. Plus, also to try to like a band that a girl likes.
Happens.
How we like anything, right? When you like somebody, they like something else, you kind of like it. But yeah, it was just right up my alley. The whole album is freaking amazing. Bassist also a reason why I like this. Always have, because I'm a bass player. Leon, you are too.
I believe VK bass is like a different kind of bass.
True.
When it's good, it's fucking good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just like the most boring instrument on the band. But when it's good, it's good.
Something
That's
I
all I
will
got-
say.
That's all I got to say about that.
That's always good to say. When Japanese musicians, or well, anybody for that matter, puts their mind to something, they really put their all into it. And so you'll find these guys who are like, I am a guitarist, and that's where their money goes, that's where their time goes. They spend time at home, any free time they have, just practicing. And so you'll see throughout our suggestions that like there's a high level of technical skill throughout all this.
Really is.
And it's so much talent just cultivated over like, this is my personality and this is what I do. That's where you get awesome bassists like this.
Oh yeah, and like I said, they were just for me to get into any other kind of music, it had to be a gentle nudge at that time in my life. Like you couldn't just come in. So like if young Grady would have walked up to me and been all like, "Here's TM Revolution," and I'm there with like my cattle decapitation shirt on, and I listen to it, I'm just all like, "Get out of my face," because that's not what I would have wanted at all at that time.
No.
You slowly, when a dog has been in a bad home, and you gotta. Well, hang on. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Oh no!
And it's in the back of its crate. It's very scared, and you gotta slowly build into the relationship with it to get them to come out and for you to like it. That was me. And for just 10 cents a day, you too can help me do even better.
Yeah. Patreon as low as 10 cents.
All right, drunk Leon. What's your second one?
Pulled from the wreckage. All right. Greatest band of all time. Probably number one. Don't you dare type it like that.
I'm not even spelling it right.
All right, drunk Tim.
No.
Red Charade and Soil. Last scene from Rentrenswa. It's French.
A lot of them use French names too. Yeah.
Get right with me, boy.
That's one of the tropes that we were talking about. It's just kind of.
It is.
I'm guessing it was like edgy or cool at some point, and somebody they idolized did it, so they were like, "Well, let's make our band name French avant-garde."
I have an idea on who.
How did Final Fantasy
probably
come up?
Because this was in a time where people made music videos of this kind of stuff, bro.
But it's an official video from the official Final Fantasy channel. Because
this was a time. I don't know anymore. I thought I had it.
You were close.
They one of the bands that I think we mentioned. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the reasons why a lot of them went with French stuff. Malice Miser, right?
This is also
huge.
Was a huge one. So
yeah, absolutely.
All right, so this group, Leon, Renterer, and Soy.
I mean, they just had everything for me.
Dedicated
to my boyfriend Josue.
Really what it said.
That's really what it said.
Some of these will have really long intros as well, so you're just like, okay, when's it gonna play?
There we go.
Oh, I love this one. Oh,
so good. This might have been one of the first ones I heard from them. Like nowadays, this dude does like financial work or something.
Yeah, Satsuki is not in the industry at all.
It's so weird, dude. He like wears a business suit and I don't know.
Do people will like still be all like, "Yo"?
That's what I do. I like send them DMs all the time. I'm like, "Hey, when you coming back with the band?
You gonna come? Leave your business 9-to-5 salary man job and get back to rocking."
So the drum player and the guitar player or the bass player, one of the two, from this band, are in another side project band with Kyo from Duran Gray, and that band is, oh my god,
they're so good. They're so good.
Yeah.
Tim, if you haven't listened to Sukakyo, you really should.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think Tool, but in Japanese and good.
It's very much an art project. Like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's weirder than Duran Gray.
Oh yeah.
Because Duran Gray was pretty weird.
Yeah. Oh, Sukakyo. Yeah.
This is good.
Oh yeah.
It's a nice chorus.
like a jazzy song that doesn't sound anything like this. They got a lot of different kinds. They got some heavier stuff. So good.
Grady's in it, bro.
Know,
I've never heard it. I've never heard it. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say a lot of the bands that you guys are gonna be talking about I haven't heard until we overlap with the metal stuff.
Does it slap?
It slaps. I like it. It slaps.
Yeah, is that your meter? Does it slap or not?
We have a secondary show called "Does It Slap?" But does it slap? And with Derek, and we talk about videos and rate them to see if they slap or not. And that's when we did Leon's beautiful choice of Mago de Oz, which is a band from Spain, and we talked about it. And to say
they don't like jokes.
They don't like jokes, so it's okay. That's good though. That's pretty good. I've never heard them. It's a good one.
They're really good. You need to listen to Sukikyo now. Like, not like right now at this exact
I was gonna say,
moment.
are we gonna take a side trip real quick and do it? I mean, we can do
always
that.
Good because it's weird.
Okay. That's up to you guys.
I think that would be a good next podcast is stuff nowadays that you've not heard of that we can share. Because there's groups coming out all the time, and they all have kind of like that young energy of like we're gonna make it big, and many of them don't. Many of them
throw
don't.
everything into it.
Mm-hmm.
So Satsuki's last foray into music, fucking hated it so much.
Was it with the?
He was rapping,
Kisaki?
dude.
Oh Jesus!
He had a rap career.
Well, so did Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, well, Macho Man's dead.
What?
Oh my God!
All right,
He can't throw that in there like that.
I can absolutely throw that in there.
Come on.
He's dead.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. He's dead. Okay.
He's dead, brother. He's dead, Jim.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Macho Man Randy Savage.
Now I'm trying to find like his rap stuff.
Well, you look for it.
Should you find it? I think that's a question you need to ask.
I might have blacklisted the video because I was like, I don't want this popping up.
Oh my God.
Ever again.
I have like one friend in my life who is also like a hardcore Satsuki fan.
Oh, okay.
And like Rentrance Wall and all that stuff. And whenever I bring it up, like whenever the thoughts intrude my mind that he had rap songs, I tag my friend and I'm like, I suffered, so now you have to remember this too. It's like, bleh.
That's good friendship right there.
Here you go. Here you go. I found it. Here you go.
Oh no.
Just play like 10 seconds of it. Yep. It's in the music. Called Be Yourself.
You might want to pause whatever. Well, this is fine.
Overlap the two.
Yeah. His best?
Oh, wait, you gotta pause the other one.
Yeah.
Did I not pause the other one?
No, it's still playing, bro.
Homie, I thought I was like, okay, so
like,
it's
okay.
He went for He went for a Limp Bizkit rap career.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Bold choice.
No.
It's like trap.
Oh.
Okay.
What happened?
Tim's like, I fucking love this.
I'm down to clown, bro.
It's like, I'm gonna get a cheese grater real quick and just rub this off.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude. He had like 2 songs like this.
Wow, that's weird considering his other solo stuff was like pretty good.
Yeah, his other solo stuff was like really pretty stuff.
Yeah,
And then he had like a hard album, like pretty heavy metal-y, couple songs, like a little EP, and then this came out. And then like what? Like what are you
Like a
doing?
whiplash effect. You're like, what the hell just happened?
it's a course correct.
Like,
Oh my god!
I don't know. It's the
I kind
it's
of
the
want to.
drum
I
beat.
wish
It's the drum beat that does it for me.
I wish I still had a sound system in a vehicle, so that way I could roll up in the gas station and
So
like
you could,
be
thump that
like
out.
everybody else who thumps out, and then just be all like, "Wait, what is that?" I don't know, bro. You might get into the chat with me again, and you might just hear this stuff playing, and you'll be like, "Come on,
Psychic damage.
oh my lord!" All right, Grady, give us your 2. Make sure it's good, because that's horrible. No.
So continuing the what was it? The French theme. This group is called Versailles.
Oh yes.
This is from their first album, I would say, EP album when they first came on to the scene, and yeah, it's very different, very thematic, very theatrical. More power metal, symphonic metal kind of. So good stuff.
Another band where I've heard the name a whole lot, but
You've
probably
never
never really
listened to
heard
them?
of it. Never really.
Oh
I'm just saying, there's not above it to have been playing in the background somewhere at some point in time, but not enough for me to remember. And I see that you just messaged your friend about it, bringing it back up to them, and they say, "Ah."
Yeah, they're suffering right now. I'm getting hate now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have that made into a shirt, that album cover, and I'm
That
gonna wear
album
it.
cover.
I'm gonna wear it, bro. I'm gonna be the biggest fan of this fucking album now. All right,
Dude, he got
shout
so
and
much
bites.
backlash. But yeah, okay. So good.
So now we're seeing the full theatrics of VK in this, which none of our videos have had yet.
But I think you can take it away that they were the ones who did it the best. I feel like everybody copied after this, maybe?
I don't know, dude. Malice Miser looked pretty good for a while. Well, when the gacked year.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that guy's in something else.
If you like this, the 2 guitarists are in another band called Jupiter that has a more power metal, speed metal kind of bend to it. They're real good, and Versailles is still going, I believe.
Really?
Let me see. Yeah, they don't put out often, but yeah, they're still going.
So I'm reading that the singer and Mayu, they were roadies for Malice Miser.
Oh yeah.
So that's probably why you get, this sound. Lorraine,
yeah.
Well, let's not go with this. Let's not go with the sound for Malice Miser. Malice Miser didn't really sound like this in the early stuff, especially with Gacked. It wasn't until like later when you had Beast of Blood and stuff like that that it. I mean, they had some songs.
Yeah, even then they really jumped around a lot.
Yeah, they had some songs, but not exactly like this. It was usually like Gack sitting in a fucking tree and stuff.
Yeah, for real.
I love it.
That's good.
And then the guitar player has his own, the Hizaki Grace Project thing, where it's just him shredding on the guitar, right?
Yeah, they're mostly instrumental tracks.
Yeah,
still
so
VK,
good.
still dressed up like a girl. Actually, Hizaki recently came to the States to work with a guy from another band at a convention. So he's still, going strong, doing his thing.
Okay.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice, nice.
not bad.
Who did he come
Not
with?
The vocalist of Doubt, D Out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like D equals out. That's how they're
Okay.
listed.
Kind of like whenever we had Rain, it was RA:IN.
Mhm.
And it
Y
was
equals MX.
the
plus
closest
B.
we could get to X Japan was.
Oh yeah.
Were you there for that, Leon?
I was not.
You were not. So was the guitar player, Pata.
I was around.
His side thing, yeah.
I
You were not.
was around, but I wasn't around.
You weren't in it.
I wasn't cool enough.
You
didn't
weren't
like
all
me.
in your face. Oh, we liked each other then.
Nah, it's
You
all
just
right.
didn't.
It's fine.
You just.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
Fuck you.
Grady liked me.
Grady was like, I don't even know who you were.
I don't even know.
Don't drag me into the spat, Mom.
I still don't know who you are.
So, talk. I was gonna say, I'm gonna let this play and y'all listen to it. So this is one of my personal favorites. I still listen to this day. Is Gacked, of course, from he had his own thing before Malice Miser, didn't he? And he brought his fans to Malice Miser. And then when he left, he left. So he was Malice Miser. He left, took a good majority, I think, of the fans from Malice to him. I wasn't really one of them because my first Malice Miser introduction was Beast. And then I went backwards into Gacked and then fell in love with Gacked. I will say both listening to the music and he's look. That's a handsome man.
Do you think?
Oh yeah. Oh
I was
yeah.
gonna say, do you
That's
think
a handsome
Gacked,
man.
to me, looks like an Asian Mads Mikkelsen.
You should find a live performance of this song because you know he's too pretty to not be seen.
He is.
I understand, but there's a singular reason why. And if there is a live version where it has it, which is a good version, not how you spell speed.
Trying to find another picture of Mads Mikkelsen.
I don't think it was a music video because it was never never a single.
I mean it's here. So I mean it might work. It might just be a thing. Yeah, we'll do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. While it plays, I'm gonna disappear. Yeah, okay. I see the comparison pictures, Leon. Thank you. Yes, he does look like your Japanese Mad Mikkelsen.
Yeah. I know.
Fine.
Speedmaster. I don't think I've ever heard this one.
Speedmaster from the album Moon, which is a great album. And so here we go. And then when we get to it,
drug.
Like I said, I'm going to disappear off screen real quick, but I'm still here.
Well, here we go again, back into Gacked.
All roads lead to Gacked. It's a shame he's not doing anything anymore.
It really is. They should bring him back for Final Fantasy.
Yeah, very Final Fantasy. Yeah, very Squall, Leonhardt.
Well, he did the voice and
he was in Dirge of Cerberus.
He did the song for Dirge of Cerberus.
Yes.
And he also did the voice of Genesis from Final Fantasy VII. So he just does it so good.
He just does it good. So one of the main reasons why I fell in love with this song specifically is coming up. Is the bass. So if you've never heard the bass, being people who like playing the bass, he's got them Elvis hips.
Homie looking like a Sir's Wrath over here.
So that didn't do it very good justice.
Yeah, it was a little hard to hear.
A little hard to hear. So
I'm sure live it would have knocked my panties off.
Yeah, it really. I mean, it knocks mine off every time I hear it. So
bold of you guys to assume I'm wearing panties to this concert.
How dare you?
See here. Let me give you the album version.
Mm-hmm.
This is what melted my face back in the day. I forgot he repeats that a lot though.
That's yeah. Oh.
All right. Here you go, Leon. I'm just walking it up. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
No, Tim, we can't hear you. What'd you do?
What did I do? Absolutely beautiful. There you go. I pressed the wrong button. I have hotkeys set up, so absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
So what I went to go get is that I have two things in my possession that it's going to seem like, oh, it's only because he's here. It's not because he's here. Grady went to Japan, and he brought me back Earth, Here for Rebirth, and then Crescent, the two Gacked albums. Yes, I still have them. Yes, I still listen to them.
I'm glad.
They are some of the things that I always make sure I keep that motherfucking thing on me. Because it's just good. And like we were saying, I think like you had messaged about some of these things are hard to find online now, and like you may not find them in Spotify, you may not find them in YouTube. So having them still is like some of the greatest things. And these are just still immaculate. I made sure I kept care of these because when am I going to go to Japan and get them? Never.
Well,
don't say never.
I am 34, going on 35. If I haven't been by now, homie, I'm probably not going. Who knows? Maybe with the 10 cents a day, Leon, start singing. With the 10 cents a day that you can provide
sponsor
me.
Tim.
Dude, I'm just getting over the sickness where I'm losing my voice, and I cannot do these.
Oh yeah. Good albums. Great artist. Yeah, it sucks he doesn't do it anymore because he's got that vocal
he almost
condition.
died.
Yeah, he almost died. He's got that vocal condition too, where he can't.
I was reading that he's actually starting a live tour with a South Korean singer, pianist K.
There you go.
Interesting.
Performing ballads and other songs in arrangements with strings and piano.
He's done that a lot before, so
yeah. So it's like a sensual night with Gacked.
I mean,
light the candles and bring the lube, everybody.
Gacked, I would say, is probably like the most successful.
Yeah.
Out of like humans. Like
possibly.
Like he's in movies. He has a solo career. He's had successful in solo work and in a band and film and voice acting, television.
Oh yeah, he was in he did music for Kamen Rider, which is like a huge tokusatsu series in Japan. Like, yeah, he's in there. You should look up some of the commercials. They're kind of goofy.
Yeah. Yeah. I no, trust me, dude. I used to mainline gag content back in the day, dude. I had his autobiography. Hell, I had the bracelet that he wore for the longest time. I
Damn,
was
son.
I was fanboy over gag like hard.
Well, if you're
So
gonna pick one, at least pick a good one. You know, you did.
yeah,
I meant
could
to
have
say
been
you
worse.
picked the good one. Yeah,
It could have been Ann Cafe, and I could have been screwed for
Oh
life.
gosh.
And and that's just that. So, all right, who wants to go?
We're done. Well, my next song is from a band called Ann Cafe. Shit.
I had to go look at your list. I was like, oh, did I really fuck him up?
So we
predicted
could
the
probably
future.
skip the 991.
99.
I'm
Okay.
not sure. I would probably consider them heavier, not VK. Schwarstein.
Blackstone.
Schwarstein.
Yes.
Any of their tracks.
That's a good
really.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Started from the bass player of Juan Dixon's Voice.
Started from the bottom. Now we here.
If I am correct, still on that knowledge.
They were under the same label for a while.
'Cause I
And
thought he was in that group.
The two originally
which
worked together
one?
until they're signing to X Guitars.
New Vogue Children would be good. That's a pretty classic.
Oh yeah,
Schwartzstein.
Yeah, very dark wave, very different from what we've been listening to.
Oh, like
this is dark. Yeah.
We're going for more of like a Cyclone 9 type electronic. I was gonna say electronic black metal, but this is nowhere near black metal. It's just a straight up dance party, bro.
Dude, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But then they're going to bring in some vocals, and it's going to really like give it this kind of operatic feel.
A goth kid underneath the. It's gonna get there.
I would like crank this out in my old Nissan 300Z with like Depeche Mode, like deep cuts, like remixes and shit, dude, on the same playlist. Dude, it flowed.
You know what? I can hear that flowing into your Depeche Mode. I can.
Oh yeah.
From what I heard last week's show, or 2 weeks ago show.
Oh yeah.
I can definitely see it working flawlessly together. With your MP3 player hooked up, so it's like Depeche underscore mode dot MP3 shuffle into box type because it doesn't read Japanese.
I had an MP3 player that had a USB.
That was that hit a core memory, dude.
Which one are you listening to?
Who knows?
All right, get to the chorus here. All right, I can mess with it. I knew this band. I never listened to this band, but I knew of this band, and apparently I was way off on who was in the band.
Kaya.
Yeah, that's the vocalist Kaya, and then the DJ Aura. He has a pretty good solo set of records, to where they're stuff like this, but he just kind of explores, and it's all instrumental and it's all really good.
So I've got to look up.
They signed to Mana's record label.
That's probably why I know of them.
Queen of Decadence, that was like my shit, dude.
Not the one I'm thinking of. Not the bass player I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the guy who had the shaved head.
I'm talking about because they specifically Modest Ma had two guitars for a while, and
Yeah.
one of them had like the mohawk thing, shaved head, but he passed away actually.
Oh, find it.
Shorestein has a one-man live coming up in a couple weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. What?
They're still beloved. I know Modest Moss still performs every now and then.
I
One-man
found that
live.
out making the list. I found out that they're still doing stuff. And I think a few weeks before that, we found out that Mana, the guitar player and the founder that has his own cooking show on
I
YouTube.
love it, dude. I love it so much.
Yes.
Now,
Oh my
Grady,
God.
what do you remember about Mana? What's one of the things?
He does not talk.
Bingo.
Does not talk. No.
Bingo. So how do you do a cooking show with a man who does not talk? Easy. You do it, but you have to turn on closed captioning in order to read what would have been said.
His thoughts.
Absolutely genius. Beautiful.
That's great. Oh my
It's so
God.
good.
It
So-
really
so good.
is.
So good. And then he sits there at the end and he's got the little dolphy of himself, just
Moi
And that-
me mote or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I
That's
just
the clothing brand. Yeah.
Wow.
Chef Manasama's elegant gothic cooking. Quote, real men shut up and bear the heat. Exciting table. Subtitled.
Yeah. There you go. Absolutely.
And just
beautiful.
him like in full
That's
gear.
so great.
Like full his outfits
doing cooking.
doing cooking. That's what I need to do.
I never would have thought I would see the day when he would be doing something like that. Honestly, I never thought I'd see the day when I would be talking about him again. If we're gonna be honest. Cards on the table, homies. That's just how it is. How it is. All right.
That's nice,
I think we can do a few more. We're kind of running a little bit over the hour. I mean, it's up to you guys. We can always go as long as we want. We make the rule.
This is gonna be a
Maybe-
3-hour show.
Maybe we pick like off our lists like the greatest one, which is going to be hard.
The greatest one we got.
Yeah. Ooh.
Who's eating a wrapper? Is that one of you guys or is that one of my cats?
I don't know. Not me.
See, but the thing of it is like I've got because I kind of made it a thing that I was like, okay, we all know we're gonna choose Duran Gray, as one of the bands that we got into with VK stuff. I was like, so that was gonna be a huge overlap. So what Duran Gray song did you choose, Grady? Because I know you chose one.
It's off the album Withering to Death. It's actually the last song, Kodo.
Kodo, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Leon, what was yours?
The whole album of Dumb Spiro Sparrow. Y'all can eat shit.
Okay, so that's new, so it's automatically not in the running. So think again. You don't even have anything.
No, I'm trying to remember the name of it.
You could do Deity.
Venushka.
Vinshuka. That's off of Ouroboros.
Yeah.
Which is great. They have not released an album that I have been disappointed with. Period. There was one where it took me a while to warm up to it, but then I was like, oh, I like this. And then whenever I see it live, I'm like, okay, I really like this.
So, for me, it's a little bit different.
Don't you dare say it.
I still like them.
Mhm.
And my song was Marmalade Chainsaw from Vulgar album. It was a great album. But with Duran Gray, they are coming out with a lot of stuff to me that's is huge hit and misses. You know, so they might come out with something like, oh, that's really awesome. And it's like, here's the next track. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And
I just feel like they haven't had anything that was the same twice in a row.
which could be good, but
Can also be bad.
to me it's bad because, like I said, I've seen them live, I think twice. And to me, they had a bad like whoever's making their set list needs to be slapped because
Mm-hmm.
their set list was so wildly like so the one when I went and saw them the second time I went and saw them was I forget the club, but you've been there. I know you have, Grady. Um, what was one of the clubs that people used to go to?
So the first one I went to, I forget what it was called, but it was like '06. It was like the Rose Trims Again tour. Then the next one was at Warehouse Live. Maybe that's what you're thinking of. And then this is all Houston, by the way. And then I've only ever seen them at the House of Blues since then.
Okay,
And I've
this
seen
is
them at the
none of
House of Blues like 3 times.
none of
Seems
Was
like
it
absolutely
one of these
none.
places that was upstairs?
yeah,
Yeah, it was like a little kind of rinky-dink place upstairs,
yeah,
tiny stage. Yeah,
yeah.
I remember that show.
So they started out great, and they
Mhm.
started out like, okay, yeah, this is darn great right here. And then it just, I think after they did final, I guess it just we were going to climb up, and then it just went boom downhill with all their slow stuff, like all of it.
Mm,
And it
Ooh,
was just
that's
yeah.
like,
rough.
it's like, dude, this is not good. And then same thing when I saw them appearing at Vakken Open Air Festival. I didn't go and see them. I
Mm-hmm.
saw it on YouTube. They were
Yeah.
like one of the first big bands from Japan really to come there. And same thing, dude. I was like, you cannot come out here to Vakken and do
No,
that.
yeah. You have
Like,
to know
they're
your
not
audience with
wanting
that
that.
one, yeah.
But here's the thing though, after they did that, is they came out with an album, I think after that, which was he changed his vocal styling again to where he was doing a lot of the guttural things, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like he changed it, and I was like, oh, so apparently he learned his lesson. And then you skip forward some more, and I'm like, damn, you guys didn't learn anything. Like you're still doing it. I understand they're expressing this. It's their stuff. It's what they want to do. So they're expressing themselves, and so that's the way that they want to do it. That's the way they want to do it. That's why I say for me, it's like a big old wiffle ball bat, and
Mm,
it's about that big of a ball that's coming at it. So I have a lot of room to hit, but that target's so small. I'm gonna be missing.
yeah,
I
You
think you
know,
would
yeah.
really like Tsukio.
there's a chance.
I
I'm gonna
I
check it out.
think you really would.
I will check it out. I'll definitely check it out. Um, but that's the issue. Like with my last stuff, which of these bands
Yeah.
would I choose?
It's totally valid because they're in like the metal genre, but it's hard to like pin them down as to like
Very
what
hard.
exactly they're going for. Because
Very
they
hard.
had an entire album that was almost acoustic, and then the album just after that was just this bombastic, huge, like return to like pre the acoustic stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And they've kind of settled into this kind of psychobilly style, and I don't want to say that it's become formulaic, but in the way that they put stuff out, you can always count on them having like a really kind of thrashery song, and then a really like kind of heartfelt song,
Yeah.
and they kind of go through those modes of like, okay, this song needs to be different. Well, how are we going to do that? Well,
Mm.
change the time signature, change the tone, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing.
That's
And
perfectly
they've done so
described.
much. They've been all over the world. Like it's they're one of those groups that it's like they're going to do whatever they're going to do, and they're going to keep making money and
And
selling out the Budokan.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say they pretty much print money
yeah,
at this point. And I mean, and they've been around since '97.
hmm,
So they've earned being able to do whatever they want whenever they want.
oh yeah,
And the thing about it is though, is that I don't think a lot of people meet a lot of backlash from them as much as like, how some of the American bands will change up their things and they get hit with a bunch of backlash.
yeah,
I don't see that much from During Gray. I'll probably be the only person that you'll talk to that's all like, you know.
yeah.
So, but
They've
that's
really
me.
gotten they've really gotten into this groove with their live stuff to where the changes in tones aren't so drastic anymore, and their set lists are better, and they've really embraced like the visual aspect of it again. I will put a pin in this because they are a Visual K band who says that they are not Visual K. They want to be distanced from that label so far that they're taken more seriously. They see that as like a stigma with it, and it's like just embrace it. Like you come out in makeup and costumes and fashion, you're either drag or VK. Like
I need to be
choose, bro.
I
Yeah.
need to be confused.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I forgot about them thinking that, like, no, we're not like that.
Oh yeah, it was very much like, oh, we're too cool for that. Like that kind of vibe.
We're the cool kids.
Yeah, very much so.
All right. Well, I don't know what's one. I mean,
You always do a classic like Cage. Cage is always a classic one that pops up a
Ooh.
lot when you type in.
I
Are
don't
we
know
still
who
talking
that
about?
is.
Are you still talking about a song to pick from them, or is
Oh,
this?
no, just
Oh,
like
okay.
out of your list. If you had to pick the one out of your list that could send people down that road, you
Well,
know what? Any of them. So even if they were in honorable mentions, any of them.
Oh
What do you think
man,
could point someone down that right road?
a band that was able to bridge the gap and actually come over here, and I'm wearing their shirt, Despair's Ray.
You're gonna go with Bears Ray?
Yeah, they got some. I think they were one of the first ones that kind of started bridging that gap between Japan and America to where they had a fan base over here.
they're so good. Oh man,
Yeah.
And which song comes to mind for you?
I put on Reddish Diva version.
Reddish Evo.
Mm-hmm. It might just have because that's kind of a classic one from like the early stuff.
Like we have a video here. I think.
You gotta hit play, bro.
All right, Grady's off the show now. Leon, you're back in.
yo, what up? We're talking about retarded soil. I haven't heard this in so long. Oh my god.
I remember I used to have a Despair's Ray towel. Crazy gothic mic stands. That's a must.
That very Korn, very Manson influence.
Mm-hmm. I haven't heard the song in years. It's been literal. Has it not been in my head
I don't
at
even.
all?
Yeah, I don't even know when the last time it was that I heard this, dude.
So here's the issue I've had with Despair's Ray though, is him and some of the things that how he looks, and especially this video. Man, am I thinking of the wrong band now? There's another band with a song that I love, and the only thing I have to go off of is how he looks in the music video, how the guy looks in the music video. And sometimes if I was like, well, what is this? He would be like, oh, that's Despair's Ray. It's the guy from Despair's Ray. And I'm like, it's not Despair's Ray.
Oh no.
Kagra?
That is a band.
And the song XII Dizzy is the name of it. That's pretty good though. I like that. Bears Ray, baby.
I like his vocals though.
Yeah.
I really like how he sings. He's really good.
Yes. Him.
Mm.
Him. Kaguro.
Whoa, I remember this.
Kagero. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Kaguro. Yes. Was one for me. Fuck. You know what? I'll say it.
Yeah, click on it.
This will be mine. This will be mine. Because this guy this one rocked. This one rocked.
I feel like you played this for me recently.
Oh yeah. Because it's also a video I've saved, so I can always find it.
Yes, you have played this for me like recently.
Yeah. The last time we talked about VK and then we turned off. We stopped recording. And I was all like, "Oh, you want to go? You want to have like flashbacks, bro?"
Yeah, that was it.
And there's that bass again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Very Manson looking.
Yeah, the homie's just stabbing the drum.
Yep. I'm in for it. I'm in for a pound, dude. I'm in. And
oh yeah.
Okay. Leon's like, yeah, I'll fuck with it. I like that mentality.
I'll fuck with it, yeah. It's very easy to please me though.
I mean, yeah, me too. Oh, here's the best part with the breakdown. Yeah.
This is a good like crowd moment.
That's the crowd song. That's your crowd song. Yeah. That's when you play.
Yeah.
They're good. So yeah, you know what? They weren't on my list, but fuck it. That'll be my one.
Uh-huh.
You know. Leon, you're last.
Yeah, thanks.
You better make this count.
First and last. Dang.
Look, there was a lot of bands on here. All right, on my list. Countless ones that I didn't even put on this list.
For you.
But
I know you guys are mentioning some stuff that I was just like, oh yeah, totally.
I want to pick Zilch so bad, but I can't put that under. I can't put that under VK. I can't.
You know what?
It's its
I
own
feel
thing.
you. I feel you. All right.
Like otherwise, it would like just look at that third. Like no
doubt. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you can't. No, there's nothing that compares to it.
Yep.
Zilch's industrial masterpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you agree with that?
Stubbornly, I can, but yes, I'm gonna.
Oh, okay. Otherwise, probably Phantasmagoria, dude.
Ooh,
that's a good
Phantasmagoria. There's
a
so
good classic.
Okay.
There's like Neo Arc is really good. Kamuta. But if it's Kamuta, you gotta get the live version, which is like 12 fucking minutes long.
Oh Lord, I don't have time to listen to a whole Fish song, bro.
Well, I mean, they just say the whole thing over and over again.
I had Phantasmagoria on mine. Yeah, Neo Arc. That was on mine.
Yeah, Neo Arc so good. Let's see what pops up.
Bam, 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 bam.
Oh, you gotta type in Phantasmagoria band.
Yeah,
or else you get the movie.
Or PV, as I was so graciously brought back into the fold. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Reminded of
Mikan Saito Guild. I think there's Garasu no Umi in there somewhere. Never Rebellion is good. And this is like classic VK, like rock with some techno-ish elements into it and just hard visuals.
Like
good stuff.
Variant Jihad was good.
Well, you had to pick one, bro. Hey, look, dude. He put the rule on you, not me.
Neo Arc. We're doing Neo Arc. That's it, man.
We're doing Neo Arc
for time constraint. Yeah,
for time constraint. Yeah.
16 years ago is when this one was uploaded to YouTube.
So a great thing about Phantasmagoria, and of course, playing at Onicon was when the bassist decided to throw his bass guitar into the crowd and hit a girl in the face. All right, Phantasmagoria, here we go. Neo work. Hilarious concert, by the way. Hilarious.
Was there any video of that?
No.
Probably not.
It's just one of those things that were just lost to time.
So there I was, 16, 17 years old, maybe 18.
Barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce on my titties. Thinking they were speaking Spanish there when he was saying uno, dos, tres, but he wasn't. In my Chevy Malibu, windows down, smoking a cigarette, blaring the hell out of this song.
Oh yeah, dude.
Because if I was listening to Phantasmagoria, everybody was listening to Phantasmagoria. What happened to them?
They ran their course. Kisaki got into some tax evasion trouble.
Ooh.
And they kind of splintered into doing Rin, the End of Corruption. That's like a sister band to this. He does Kisaki Project. But I really haven't heard much from him in a long time.
Yeah, what is he up to?
Well, I wonder, like, whenever you have people like this, do they ever revisit their old stuff with their new people? Or with solo stuff? Because I feel like you have... I'm going to get his name wrong. Satsuki from D. Who's it from D? The lead singer from D?
Asagi. I
feel like his... on solo stuff, he might have done some stuff that was, you know what I mean?
For his concerts, he does a lot of like the solo project stuff.
Yeah,
but then he'll throw in D.
He'll throw in some D stuff.
Yeah, no.
I thought Leon was gonna hit us with D's nuts, but he didn't. Which is great, very mature.
I'm growing. This show's about growth.
Boom. Which we worked with D in it was in LA actually.
Yeah, you guys brought him to Acon one year, and then LA.
Oh yeah, that was when you were you were in full fucking regalia, dude.
I cosplayed, yeah. It was epic, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh man. This has been a fun trip down memory lane.
He released a tweet in March.
Kisaki?
Yes. From his official Twitter. Kisaki since 1993 to 2020. Kisaki band works 30th anniversary. It looks like full album. Prouvé d'être, Afterglow. I don't read this.
You're like, I don't know what the hell this is. So this is Asagi's like first single that he did.
Provenius?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring it up, but I was just thinking about him. I was like, this is the first song I ever heard by him. I didn't even know he was in a band called D.
Yeah.
Ever. I'm not going to do the video, but
30th
the song.
Oh,
great.
Full album release for 3 consecutive months.
That's a lot of work. Damn.
That's what he tweeted. I was like, that's a lot of weird stuff for someone to be tweeting. I always wondered about this music video because it's him with a whole bunch of American dudes or British guys. Just a whole bunch of white guys.
Wow.
I have never been that much confused. Like, so to me, I was like, oh, these are probably just session players that were doing this stuff.
Right.
I would not be as confused about who. Man, fuck it. I'll just show them a little bit. I would not be confused like this again, seeing this guy playing his stuff with a whole white band until Skindred came along. And I was just like, this is reggae metal, and there's the reggae man in the front, and a whole white band. Huh? And I was confused again.
Yo, Asagi?
Yeah.
The guitar player from Phantasmagoria was a guest guitarist on this.
Maybe not this song.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but
That's kind of weird. I was literally reading that as the song was playing.
yeah,
Oh, gotta get all the guys in there. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
This is another artist that I've just followed ever since I heard of them. I just latched on and I listened to everything they put out.
Got a great voice.
Yeah.
Really good voice. Kind of generic. Whenever you're going back to back to back to back to back to back. But when you take a break in the many years that I have, yeah, really good, really good. Still really good.
Ooh.
Little techno beat break. Yeah. Loved it. Loved it.
That's so good.
Loved every minute. I don't even know how I found that song whenever I was searching around YouTube's and stuff. Great pause on the bass player's abs that I just did right there so everyone can see it. Bada boom.
Chiseled.
But
So
that's how we found a bunch of this stuff, right? Just
Rabbit
YouTube
holes.
and you go down the rabbit hole, yeah.
Rabbit hole for YouTube.
Staying up till 3, 4 in the morning.
Oh,
discovering
yeah.
new stuff.
Yep.
Torrenting stuff from places you're like, well, I'm gonna burn this computer.
Getting the viruses on the computer, yeah.
Sketchy blog spots.
Yeah, yes.
Mm-hmm. Because a lot of it was back in that day was word of mouth, honestly.
Yeah.
A lot of it was word of mouth. And just if you had people who you would trust with your fucking imported CDs, which cost a whole lot.
Like $30 a pop.
Yeah, you would really have to do that. So, well, we're gonna wrap up, but we can't yet. Grady, you have to play our game.
Oh,
everybody has to play the game.
What game?
Oh shoot,
Leon.
What game?
Leon,
I'm worried.
Tell him about our game.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, plus Grady. I mean, you fall into that category too. So, we're gonna play a little game that we play every show, where we each pick 3 movies.
Oh.
And we take the Rotten Tomato score combined of those 3 movies, and we try to get as close to 200 points without going over. So if you get 201 points, then you automatically lose. Who won last time?
Shit. Hasn't been me for a while, I don't think, homie.
I don't know. I think you did. I think you did win the last one.
There's a chance.
You did.
There's a chance I did, yeah.
Because I went over.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's however you want to do it. Yeah, it puts you to the test a little bit of thinking.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. Yeah.
And everything like that.
It's because I thought the last one it got rated a lot higher or a lot lower than I thought it was.
Oh, yours was a lot higher than what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yep.
No.
Usually I go to my movie wall and I pull stuff down to do.
That's a good idea.
Sometimes Leon goes off of themes. He'll be all like, I'm choosing movies where the guys on the movie poster are looking right.
I have never once done that.
We've been like, these films had a theme to them, and it was, stupid stuff. Oh yeah.
But now I want to do that.
Now you want to do that. So let me see. So I guess if I won, I guess I can go first. Just so that way he can see how it's going.
Yeah, demo for me.
So let me see here. Let me tack into here. Let's do this. Come on. We'll go sci-fi.
Sci-fi? Okay.
I'm gonna go sci-fi. I'm gonna go sci-fi that made you go, huh? So The Abyss. We'll go with The Abyss. The Abyss was a movie where people they went underwater to see this alien stuff, but their suits that they got into going to water would fill up with like pink liquid that they would breathe in. It was like air water or water air, so that way they could breathe underwater without oxygen tanks. It would kind of work. Made you go, huh?
That's the only thing I remember about that movie.
Right?
Huh.
Good. That is 88%.
Ooh.
Get dunked on.
Get dunked on. Okay. So, right, that's fine. So other space movies that made you go, huh? Mars Attacks. You can't
I
you
got
can't really you can't really make a thing of Mars Attacks. 1996. Jack Nicholson,
was
who played
1996.
56 points too.
Ooh.
All right, you had 144, my friend.
So Jack Nicholson played like 2 or 3 characters in that movie, didn't he? He played like the president, and then he played like a weird Texas casino owner, and some other stuff. So those movies made you go, huh? Another space movie that made you go, huh? Oh, you know what? It's the first one that came to my mind. I'm not gonna skip it. Cocoon. I'm not gonna skip. Like, it's the first one that popped up, and I know it's gonna get rated really good, but
Wait, 56 plus 88? Yeah, you had 144.
yeah.
Cocoon.
Cocoon. Let me spell it right.
Cack.
Cocoon. 1985. It's got Wilford Brimley in it.
Oh,
Yeah, eternal new youth to the old people.
sir, you
76%.
You busted.
Yeah, so I've got a total of 220 points.
You straight
Dang.
buzzing, bro. No cap.
I straight fucked that up. I
No
straight
cap for
fucked that.
real,
Well,
bro.
like I was saying, it came to my head, and I was like, "This is gonna be over," but I'm not gonna change it because it's the first one that popped in my head. So I wasn't gonna try to cheat it out and be all like, "Oh, batteries not included," because I love that movie, but maybe not everybody did. Now I'm
You little
curious, but
Dingus.
that was my theme. Y'all don't have to choose that theme. That was it for me. You can be all like films where VK music showed up, and I can give you one. And that's Death
Saw
Trance
4.
with X Japan. Yeah.
Ivy, yeah.
Oh wow.
I was gonna say Death Trance was one because that whole movie was basically Duran Gray soundtrack, and it had Tak Sakaguchi in it. It's probably one of my favorite movies.
Shit.
Tak Sakaguchi. Great movie.
Bless you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
You want to go, Grady? Or you want me to go?
I will go because I hit on a theme that I'm gonna try. Based on what we're talking about, VK. This was a director that was like, if you walked into Hot Topic looking for metal music, what are you gonna run into? Tim Burton. So let's start
Fair
with
enough.
Edward Scissorhands and see where that lands me.
1990. Edward Scissorhands, of course. Johnny Depp, Winona Ryder. I love me some Winona. I really do.
Man,
I'm glad she's
why-
gotten the swing back into the public eye.
Why you gotta take one of my movies?
89%.
89.
That-
Oof.
That really
And
was one of my movies.
Cards on the Table. Never seen it. Never seen it.
It's I don't feel like it's held up well. It's very campy to me, and it's kind of goofy.
Welcome to the show, bro.
These ain't for show, bro.
The next one, let's do the movie 9.
Ah,
I don't remember that one being popular.
yes.
The third
The
one
animated
down.
voodoo doll thing.
Yes.
Yeah. 58%.
58. 89,
Okay.
58. Where am I at?
You are at
147.
147.
Oh, okay. So I need to get what 50.
A bad Tim Burton
53?
movie.
Let's go with Big Eyes.
I forgot he did Big Eyes. I forgot. 72.
Sorry. You did. I didn't think it got a good review. But apparently I'm wrong.
Well, hey, you know what? You beat me by 1 point.
Man.
219, my 220, Leon. Try to save us, or else we're all bust this round. I forgot about Big Eyes. That's how I would have thought that was a lot lower. Because I
yeah, me too. Me too, right?
I would have thought, yeah. Did have Christoph Waltz in it though, and he's a good actor.
My first one, Blow.
2001, Johnny Depp.
You're
not going to tell us your theme. You're going to make us think, huh?
Oh, no, it's Johnny Depp movies.
Oh, Johnny Depp movies. Okay, 55.
55, that's a good start.
Hell yeah. Oh, I win. I hope. My second one is
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Secret Window.
Yes, it was. Goddamn. But
Is
it was
really?
like yes, but it's the last one that came out.
The Dead Men.
Well, I don't know.
Dead
There's
Men
like
Tell
4
No
or 5
Tales?
of them, aren't there?
Hold on. Pirates of the it's the last one. I don't know which one. Dead Men Tell No Tales.
2017. With Javier Bardem. 30%.
Ooh.
That one hit that low?
I don't
wow.
Bro. Look at the cover for that thing, dude.
People were tired of Pirates of the Caribbean, I think.
I was tired of it, and I've never seen any of these movies.
They were like, okay, that was one Disney ride. You can't milk it for too much longer. Come on.
Hang on, Grady. Hang on. You've never seen the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, or you haven't seen the one past the first?
I haven't seen any, bro.
They're fun.
This is like when he told me he's never even seen Saw, like the Saw franchise.
I saw the first one.
Like he's
You didn't see the one with Chester Bennington? Come on.
There's a Saw with Chester Bennington in it?
Yes.
No, I did not see that.
R.I.P.
We're having fucking movie nights, bro.
All right. My last one. Hopefully I don't go.
Well, you're gonna win because you can't get over 100 on these scores.
This movie, it might do it. I'm a little worried about it. The Lone Ranger.
Oh no, that's low. That's low. That's super low. 2013? Yeah, that's super low. Yeah, 31.
Whoa.
Did I even break 100?
Yeah, 116.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Grady, I've done this before. I chose all Chris Farley movies. I didn't break 100. That's how low they were.
That hurts.
That hurts. Yeah, it hurts your soul, right? You're like, they should be so much better.
Yeah. Come on, but Chris Farley.
Yeah.
God, that'd be like if you told me John Candy movies didn't break 100.
Oh, don't say that.
Look up Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, please.
For shits and gigs. Let's look this up here. Okay, so Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which is one of my favorites.
Yes. Like Christmas classic.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. 92%.
Great.
Okay.
I'm happy with that.
Another John Candy movie. One of my personal favorites. I can watch it any point in time of the day and laugh my ass off. Uncle Buck.
Mm-hmm.
One of my top, probably like my number one favorite movie ever. That one is 62. Sorry.
Ooh.
Macaulay Culkin. Now here's the question. Where do you go from here? Because in other movies, you have like Gone Berserk, which is John Candy. You have some other ones, but you also have movies where he's a side character, where you have like Stripes and other things like that. So where would you go from that? Is the big question.
If you were looking to win the game, you should do like a side character one.
Side character one, because you can't do Great Outdoors. That one's way too much. You can't do Spaceballs. Everyone's gonna love that one.
Oh my god! I'm just curious what the Spaceballs score is
what
now.
Spaceball one is. So let's go. Oh my god, this is gonna be hard. Oh, oh, Wagons East. It's probably the Wagons East was I think the movie he died on. 0%.
What?
Whoa.
That's a 0%.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think that's actually the one where he died. That was his final movie, and I think he died. I feel if I remember correctly, I think he died while they were doing stuff, so they had to like edit in scenes where he was there. You know, like
Oh my God.
reuse scenes or something like that. Or I can't remember. I could be wrong.
I'm gonna have to
Zero
look it up.
percent.
That's so curious.
Can't do that, man.
0%. They do it. They did it with Spaceballs. Okay, 1987. 57%. So they come and go.
Great audience score, yeah.
Yeah, great audience score.
But it's not high art.
Cool Runnings is more than Spaceballs.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
because Cool Runnings is
Get with the feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme.
a phenomenal
Well,
movie.
all right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. Grady, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
being here
Grady.
with us.
Thank you guys for inviting me. This was a lot of fun.
Oh, dude,
our
always.
door always open.
Always
so
open.
if we come
Even
up with
when it's closed, just
Yep.
knock on the door. We'll let you in, man.
For everybody watching, thank you so much for doing so. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It helps us out. Like we said before, we never expected to be over 100, but we are, so that's amazing. And if you've stuck around this long, you've got great mental fortitude, and you should thank yourself for that. Check it out, the audio version of this that goes out. New things coming out. Leon and I have to get back on the ball of making video game stuff for you guys. We do have Unmetal stuff coming out. I've got some spooky things to play. We are about to round the corner and bringing back our Warhammer Soulbound tabletop playthrough. It's about to be starting up, and it's going to be amazing. So all of the familiar faces from our Warhammer 40K should be there. Hopefully Ben will be there. He's been kind of dragging ass, but that's okay. He's got his own things going on, which is understandable. So we'll be looking forward to that. And until next time, thanks so much for joining us.
Heck yeah.
We'll see you next.
See
Bye.
you next
Thank you.
time.
And for 10 cents, you can try to get that in there.
You could